A lot of churches want more followers on social media, but how do you actually get them? In my experience, there are 4 different tactics that you can use to earn more followers on social the right way. No buying followers here. And in this video, you'll learn what these tactics are and why your church has an unfair advantage that you may not even be aware of.
Well, hey there, and welcome to Pro Church Tools, the show where in 10 minutes or less, you're going to get a dose of tips and tactics to help your church share the message of Jesus while we navigate the biggest communication shift in 500 years. I'm your host, Alex Mills, joined as always by the boss man, Brady Shearer.
Alex, all of us want more followers on social.
I need a hit of dopamine, and I need it now.
If you're listening or watching, go follow at alexander.mills on Instagram because he's a great follow, especially if you like coffee. For the rest of us, you probably want more followers too. The big question, how do you get them? And how do you do it the right way? Because more followers, yes, can be a vanity metric that makes us feel good about ourselves, which is fine. But more importantly, more followers means a bigger audience, more people to be reached.
Well, the thing about wanting more followers on your personal account is you want more people to see your face, or in my case, your cup of coffee. But when it comes to your church's account, it's kind of a noble endeavor to want more followers because that's just a bigger audience that you get to share the message of Jesus with. So it is kind of a noble endeavor, but you want to do it the right way. You don't want to be buying, Russian bot follower accounts. You want to do it the right way, and there are some ways that you can do it for sure.
4 different things that have worked for me, that have worked for us, that we want to share with you. And the first is cross-promotion. And this is where your church actually has a huge unfair advantage that you may not even know about, especially when you compare your church to other industries like real estate or lawyers or the average, restaurant or something like that, in that you as a church have an audience that comes to your building every single week to listen to you.
Yeah.
If you're a dentist, people come to you maybe every 12 or 6 months, but they're not there to listen to you.
And they don't even want to be there.
They don't even like you, bruh. But if you're a church, you have this great unfair advantage because when I say cross-promote, I mean, if you've got a bunch of people on your Facebook account and you want to start an Instagram profile, have something that will inspire people to jump from Facebook to Instagram. But that cross-promotion can also work in person. If you have a bunch of people checking you out in person, analog-like, you can translate that to the digital world, and your church has an unfair advantage because most people, like when I got started, I couldn't cross-promote.
Right.
I didn't have anything to cross-promote.
Yeah.
That's where most people begin. They're like, Brady, that's a great tip to cross-promote from Facebook to Instagram, but nobody's on my Facebook anyway. But your church has people in person coming to see you. So get them from your in-person experience to your digital experience. You can do that with a simple slide that occurs on a Sunday, but you can also do number 2, the second tactic here. You need to inspire people. A lot of people will not actually do anything unless they feel the absolute need to do it.
Or in this case, unless there's a potential reward in return.
Exactly. We see this a lot with Cyber Monday or with Black Friday. And those days have now become weeks because they work so well. When there's scarcity, when there's a timeline, when there's something that is a huge reward, we are willing to take action. If there's nothing that's really driving us, there's no real need to take that action, what we'll say is, oh, I like that. I'll do that later. Not now. Right. So what we recommend that you do is host a contest. And we actually got a DM from a person in Pro Church Nation recently that ran a contest. I want to read to you what they said to me. They said, hey, Brady, I've listened to like 8 hours of your podcast, and I tried the restaurant giveaway on my church's Facebook, where basically you get like a $25 gift card to like, let's say a Mexican restaurant in the city that everyone likes, and you give that away. He says, we've been pretty stagnant as far as content posting and engagement. And the idea of giving away even $25 to a Mexican restaurant and a mug really changed things. We've received 38 new likes on our page. We're a church of about 80 to 90. So that's huge. Yeah. We had 371 likes on the post.
Listen to these stats.
344 comments and 331 shares in 7 days with 7 posts, 11,000 reach. According to the 2010 census, our county only has 24,000 people total and it actually is decreasing. So they reached like half of their county with a contest post.
And they didn't put any money behind the post. The only financial investment that this required was that $25 gift card to the local restaurant, which in turn can be a little bit of cross-promotion as well, because whoever wins a contest goes to the restaurant. They say, hey, I won this in a contest from the church down the road. And then boom, now the restaurant down the road knows about your church.
So tactic number 1, cross-promote. Tactic number 2, contest. Get people to take action. Give them a reward. Give them some scarcity. Push them in the right direction. Moving on to tactic number 3, which is the snowball effect. This is the not so glamorous, but most important element of growing on social media. You can do certain things, somewhat gimmicky things like a contest, like cross promotion. Cross promotion isn't a gimmick, but you can only do it like so often, and then there's no one else to cross promote to. A contest is great. You can get a huge spike in followers, but maybe they're not going to be the highest quality of followers. And we've seen this. Like, I love contests, but sometimes it's a way to get people to take action, but they didn't really want to take that action, so maybe they're not as engaged with you on another platform. Still worth doing, definitely worth trying, but it's not perfect. But it is glamorous. This one is perfect, not so glamorous. The snowball effect, doing the right things over and over again until you see that snowball rolling down the hill, that as you continue to do those right things, day by day, maybe even month by month, the improvement is gradual. It doesn't seem so sexy or exciting, but then you look back over the course of a year, the course of 2 years, and this is why social is so tough, because it takes so long, and things have improved drastically. For instance, this year on our Instagram and our YouTube page, they've both grown by 100%. So our YouTube subscribers have gone from about 20K to 40K. Instagram went from about 7.5K to 15K. No contests, no paid ads for either at all. It's just from doing the right thing on those platforms. And we did things like cross-promote and contests to get them started, but then we've just been doing the right things, showing up every day, delivering value for free, asking nothing in return. And in turn, from there, the snowball effect has just grown and grown. And we look at forecasts that are, coming in for 2019, 2020, it's going to be even bigger. And that snowball just keeps getting bigger. You're growing by like 5%, but that 5% becomes 7%, becomes 9%. And those numbers just keep growing and growing. And that's really the true secret to social media growth.
Well, the snowball effect in itself is just patience, and patience when you're doing the right thing. It's showing up every day, it's posting every day, and it's just riding it out. Like you said, maybe it'll take a year to look back and see the growth, the snowball effect that has actually happened. And from day to day, sometimes you don't see that immediate growth happening. And that's where that contest comes into play, that cross promotion. You can get those bumps in followers. But I see even on my personal account over the last calendar year, I've had like a 500% growth. And in the thick of it, it didn't seem like much. But now I can look back and be like, oh, I was just showing up every day and posting stuff that my followers enjoyed. And this snowball has taken off and it's just rolling now. And so the same thing can and will happen for your church if you just do the right stuff and show up every day and be patient.
And that's another example of cross promotion that I actually didn't mention here, but is great, which is collaborations kind of. So this has been huge for my buddy Sean Cannell, to which we did a collab together, and I saw an influx of people from him. You started working here. Pro Church Nation kind of naturally migrates to you, and so cross promotion when it comes to collaboration, not just cross promotion internally, but externally with other people can be huge. And then the final thing is paid advertising. There's nothing like throwing gasoline on a fire, and paid advertising is a great way to grow very quickly. We did this with our email list. We went from 3,000 to 30,000 in a year because we had grown organically, had some extra funds. Let's reinvest it, pour it back in to seeing extreme growth. And there's nothing really like paid advertising. You can target the exact people that want to find you, and then you find them, and it just costs money. So a lot of this is like, what do you have? Do you have time? Do you have money? I was listening to an interview on Tim Ferriss's podcast with LeBron and his trainer. LeBron, a professional athlete and business person that I greatly look up to. And they kept asking, like, LeBron, like what do you do like when you have a bad game? Like, what do you do like when things start going poorly? Or how did you get so good to begin with? And they just kept going back to, we just keep doing the right things every single day. Icing, eating right, and, not doing anything dumb. And when things are, looking like they're not going in the right direction, we stick to the process. And truthfully, whether it's social media growth or anything in life, it's about following the process, even when it's not glamorous, even when things looks like the needle isn't going forward. You just do the right thing over and over again, and eventually that turns the tide.
There it is.
Final point: do not buy followers. You will or may be tempted to buy followers. I recently discovered a church business media account that had purchased a ton of followers, and I was like, wow, they got a ton of followers, good for them. And then I investigated the account, and they had like a 12 score out of 100 when it came to their engagement. In comparison, our account has an 87 score out of 100, which is a great indicator of the fact that they bought followers, which is not a demonstration of great integrity, but more importantly, especially when it comes to that business's goals, it's not going to get you where you want to go.
No.
It might impress some other people. It might validate you in the mind of somebody for a second, but your engagement is going to be so low, you're never going to reach the people to begin with. It's not worth it. Do not buy followers. It's bad. And that'll do it for this episode of Pro Church Tools. We'll see you next time.
Thanks
for watching the video. Now subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another video.
And after you subscribe to that channel and you start to see all the videos, you need to like all the videos, like this video, that video, that video, that video, all the videos.